What is up, speckers, players, and traders? Welcome back to another episode with MTG Trader. Don't get alarmed at my goblin friends over here. They're just out shopping for some magic cards. Now, first things first, we got some juicy stuff coming up for you today. We're going to be running another contest. This contest is also going to last a week like the last one did. And we're going to be giving away those awesome, sexy arcade post tokens that I revealed in the last mailbag. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to try to put it up here, or maybe up there, or down here, or down there. If I can do that in YouTube, not sure if they allow me to do that yet. But if I can't, then it'll just go down in the description link. And you can check out that video there to take a look at those sexy tokens. All right, so you got to leave a comment in the comment section. You got to share the video out, and you got to subscribe. And I recommend that you hit that bell notification icon if you want to get notified when I put out new videos. So those are the qualifications for getting an entry into the token contest. Do those things, and we will enter you into the contest. We'll randomly pick 20 winners, and we'll send out 20 tokens to 20 winners. One token to each, of course, not 20 to each, right? So one token to each of 20 winners, all right? So don't forget to do that. Hopefully, we're going to be able to give away a lot of those things. And, you know, I just love to give away stuff, so you keep watching my videos, and I will keep giving away magic-related items. All right, so on to the juicy part of this video, right? The biggest question I get asked in the most viewed video that I have is about the 300 card collection that I purchased a while ago. And people always ask me, I sell locally, obviously. I've told you guys that. And I get messages, and people are always asking, well, how did you do in that 300 card collection? Because a lot of people think that there's really no money to be made doing that, and some people just can't believe that that's a strategy. So we're going to go over some of the figures today. I think I told you in the last video, I do not do this full time, so I do have a full-time job. So this is all just part-time, extra pocket money, and obviously I'm trying to grow the value of my collection. Ultimately, my collection is a retirement vehicle for me. I do have stocks and bonds, so I invest in those securities as well. But to diversify my portfolio, I do also invest in Magic product. I've got a bunch of sealed Magic product. I've got reserve list cards. And then I spec a lot on reprints and unique cards that get released, as you guys know if you've been following me. So without further ado, let's get into what has happened with that 300,000 card collection, and what have I made so far on that collection. How did I do? Did I lose my shirt, or did I actually make any money? So let's get started. Let me pull up this screen. All right, we got a blank screen. So we're talking about the 300 card collection. Again, my most popular video, and that collection is cost me $1,575.50. If you watched that video, I talked specifically about the 75,000 cards that I bought, and some of the cards that I pulled that I found that I didn't consider were bulk cards, and what the value of those cards were. It was a little over $300 if I remember correctly, so I was more than halfway to my initial cost of $563 with that. I bought an additional 225,000 cards at an average price of $4.50 per thousand. That cost me $1,012.50 for that total purchase price of $1,575.50. So far, what we've done with that is we've had sales of $4,021.49 from that 300,000 card collection, right? This doesn't include other sales that I've had of existing inventory that didn't include this collection. So we're solely focusing on this 300,000 card collection and what I've netted from that collection. My total sales for that collection were $4,021.49. I resold 180,000 bulk cards from that collection. I had gone through and bought approximately 1.5 million cards over a very short period of time, and I just did not have the time to go through all those cards and and organize them and list them and add them to inventory. So I decided to bulk sell some of those cards. I got an inquiry for some bulk if I had any, and so I sold 180,000 unsorted bulk cards that I hadn't had the opportunity to go through yet, that were part of this original 300,000 card collection. I sold that for $1,007, basically netting me $196.50 in immediate profit, based on the fact that I paid $4.50 per thousand on those cards. So I didn't have to do anything with them. All I had to do, I picked up the boxes, I brought those boxes home. They sat here for a little while. I didn't get to go through them, and somebody called me up, and I just turned around and sold those things for almost a $200 profit on a on a $1,500 investment. That's not a bad return, especially since it didn't take any work except loading and unloading some of those boxes, right? eBay sales from those collections, or from that collection, have totaled $650.90. That includes cards that went into decks that we sell on eBay, and singles that were sold. Local sales accounted for $2,363.59 of those sales as well, for a total, like I said, of $4,021.49. All right, so that's where we're at with sales and costs for the total of that 300,000 card collection. Let's move on to the next slide here, and we've got the total cards that I bought. There were 300,000 cards. I sold approximately 180,000 of those cards. I still have approximately 120,000 cards left. I've sorted the vast majority of those cards, have been sorted and put away in boxes. I may have a box, maybe a box and a half left that I haven't gone through yet. Again, I bought so many cards that going through all of them takes a considerable amount of time. I work full time, and I'm selling cards on the side as well. So the total profit so far from that purchase was $2,445.99. Again, that doesn't include any profit in sold cards that are exclusive of the 300,000 cards that I bought. This is focusing just on the money that I've made on this 300,000 card collection. Rares and uncommons that were worth over $1 have increased the value of my inventory by over $5,000. Those values have increased over time. So, I bought bulk rares, bulk uncommons. Some of those bulk rares and uncommons have gone up in value over time, and they are no longer bulk cards. Examples of that we found in multiple quantities in the collection would be things like Exsanguinate, Wayfarer's Baubles, Chandra's Ignition, Hinware Garrison, or however you pronounce that, Rat Colony, Johnny's Welcome, Marchese's Decree, Star Compass. That thing was worth like 10 cents, 8 cents when it first came out. A ton of them were included in the collection. They're over $1 now. I also got some spec targets from the collection. Off the top of my head, I can think of things like Approach of the Second Sun, Wake Root Elemental. If you've watched my videos, you know that those are spec targets of mine. So I also added to my spec target collection that is not included in this 5K increase to our inventory over time. The other thing that I've done with that collection is I've traded a lot of those cards that have gone up in value away and traded into new spec targets at historically low prices. Now, I didn't really keep track of that stuff. I would put the cards into my binder, remove them from inventory, of course, but I didn't keep track of what cards I removed from inventory for the purpose of adding to a trade binder. So I don't have accurate figures for that, but I did use a bunch of those cards to get new positions. I trade them out. They went up in value. I was getting the return that I wanted, especially since those rares, bulk rares that I bought, I paid anywhere from 7.5 to 10 cents. Most of them, the average was around 8 cents per bulk rare. And then, these bulk rares go up, or we find, uncommons that have been included in the collection, or rares that have been included in the collection as bulk that are not, in fact, bulk. I added those to my trade binder, and I traded those away for new spec targets. And if you follow the types of cards that I like to spec on, you'll know that a lot of them are reprints that end up being at historically low prices, or new unique cards that do something that Magic cards traditionally haven't done, or there isn't a Magic card that has that same effect. So I like to spec on those types of cards. So that is where we are at with the 300,000 card collection. I hope you found this informative, and I hope that lays to rest the questions that I've been getting on what has happened with that 300,000 card collection, and how have I done on it? Have I lost a ton of money? Have I made a ton of money? The answer to both those questions is no, I really haven't made a ton of money. I haven't lost any money either. I did make a decent profit, I feel, so far of almost $2,500, $2,445, and I've increased the value of my collection. Again, I use it as an investment vehicle, and I've increased the value of the collection by over $5K. So all in all, I think buying those bulk cards is a win. I will continue to buy bulk collections. As you know, if you've been watching my videos, I recently bought 3,200 bulk rares and found some gems in that as well, and cards that I think over time will go up. So contrary to what other investment advice you get in Magic cards, I personally will continue to invest in bulk purchases, hoping to find those gems and to get cards that over time are going to go up. It's been a winning strategy, I feel, for me for many years, and I'm going to continue. If you have any questions about this video or any comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that bell icon, smash that like button, hit the subscribe if you like these videos. All your support is greatly appreciated. I love that you guys come and watch my videos, and I love that I get to give back to you guys, with the contests and things like that, which will continue. The more I do, the more you guys come and see me, the more that I'm just going to give away. We'll catch you next time. Peace.